hold on to your vinyl. It's Prog Hat.
Woo! Yes, folks. What made me do that? Excitement, happiness, and ready to talk about my favorite rock and roll band, The Who. And now there's a Who tag. And I wanted to show my support to beatlebabe, who started this tag. And I won't be able to answer all these questions, and I'll probably will go through this really fast. So that's what this video is about, folks. Thanks for being here. It's my response to the Who tag. There's over 35 questions. Some of them, honestly, I won't be able to answer. And I'm going to give it my best shot at it. So here we go. And I will be going pretty quick here. First question, how long have you been a Who fan and how did you get into them? I've been a Who fan since I was about 9 years old, which is 70 something. And how did I get into them? Well, I remember hearing the two songs, Magic Bus and My Generation, a lot on the radio. And I knew it was the Who. And I remember my mom that year, whenever that was, she gave me an album where it was like one of those, it was the American where it's the two records together. And I played that thing until I scratched it, till it skipped and all that goodness. Probably even had all my peanut butter fingers all over, but I still kept playing it. That's how I got into them, was hearing them on the radio. And then I started seeing those promo clips every once in a while. I remember checking out a VHS tape, and it had like various promo clips, you know, them doing The Kids Are All Right, My Generation, Magic Bus, and I just loved it. Number 2, what is your favorite Who album? Who Sell Out is my favorite. I love it. I love everything about this album. This album demonstrates rock and roll, psychedelic. I love the commercials. I like the way it makes you think that it's happening, it's going on. It doesn't sound anything like dated at all. I just love that record from beginning to end. Tattoo, I Can See for Miles. Two great classic songs from that album. Okay, moving right along. Who is your favorite Who member and why? Well, I'm going to go with, and he's also my favorite guitar player, Pete Townshend. This is an album that I simply think is his masterpiece and one of his best records. Why? Because I love Pete's guitar playing. I love the way he writes songs. I love the lyrics. I love the way that he arranges and puts them together. And I like that also, that it seems like he trades off with Roger. Like, in other words, there's probably most likely there'll be a song like, let's just say We Don't Get Fooled Again. There's probably one where Pete sings it all the way through. So he's a great artist. And he's still my favorite to this day. What is your favorite Who song sung by each member of the band? Roger, I love the way he sings Music Must Change from Who Are You? Pete, I love the way he sings I'm One from Quadrophenia. John Entwistle, I love the way he sings 905 from Who Are You? And Keith, 515, the way he does that little vocal delivery in that song. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Bellboy. Excuse me there. Let me back up. I was going really quick there. Bellboy. Of the solo careers, who do you prefer the most and why? And which of the solo albums is your favorite? Well, I just said it right there. Townshend. All the best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. This was my go-to album whenever I had the blues or a very bad day or week. And it's still a go-to record. I listen to this quite a bit still to this day. What is your favorite album cover by The Who? Happy Jack. I love this album cover. This cartoon, these exaggerated instruments are rocking out. These little cartoon things coming out of the, looks like from the music they're playing. I just simply love it. It's a great album artwork. Excuse me. How many times? Okay, wait a minute. How many times have you seen The Who? Honestly, yeah, I never did get to see them, and it could have been various reasons, circumstances, money, or that wasn't something I was thinking. I forgot really when I started to go and go to concerts, what age I was. What do you think the ultimate live Who performance was? Live at the Fillmore East, New York, 1968. It's out on a CD or LP, which I plan to get that one day. Favorite Who music video? Eminence Front. I love that. Where it looks like they're doing a soundtrack check before the show, and Pete takes the vocal, and then it shows Roger playing the guitar next to him, and then they both sing together. It's awesome. Do you prefer the 60s Who or the 70s Who? I prefer the 60s. I do. Watch next year, I might prefer the 70s. Of the films, Tommy or Quadrophenia, I love that movie. It has Sting in it. I love the actors in the movie. I love the music. I just love the whole story, you know, the story of identity, survival to the fittest, rebellion, you know, and emptiness, loneliness, which every young guy, we've gone through all those things. Of the albums, Quadrophenia. Oh yeah, that's my album. I know people say, well, Tommy, but Quadrophenia has some of the best rock instrumentals too. You know, Quadrophenia and the rock, the punk meets the Godfather. I love that. Okay, let's see here. The Kids Are Alright or 30 years of Maximum R&B. I'm going to go with 30 years of Maximum R&B. Man, I don't know if this has ever been released on vinyl, but if it ever is, I will definitely get it. But I do love the CDs too. Okay, let's see here. Monterey Pop or Woodstock? I'm going to go with the Monterey Pop Festival. And I think I'm not sure, I have something on CD. All Right Festival or Live at Leeds? I'm going to go with Live at Leeds, one of the best live records where The Who played just straight up hard rock. It's greedy. It's in your face. It's like post-punk sounding. That's just my thought on that, folks. I'm sure somebody might correct me on that. Let's see here. The next question is, It's Hard or Face Dances? Face Dances. I remember when this album came out and I got it on cassette. I love this album. Has some of my favorites. Don't Let Go of the Coat. The Quiet One. Did You Steal My Money? I love that song. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, folks. I'm trying to wake up my my other screen here that I got going on. Odds and sides are meaty, beady, big, and bouncy. Well, I'm going to go with this record. This is not the copy my mom gave me, but it's a connection with my mom. She gave me this album, and I just simply, whoa. I didn't mean for that to happen, but that was, of course, Love Ain't for Keeping. Uh-oh. Mom? Is that you? Anyway, Meaty, Beady, Big, and Bouncy was another gateway thing to all their other records. Who's next and Who Are You? I think people might think they might know me, but I'm going to go with Who Are You? Because this was another go-to album. This is the album that was released, and I heard the saddest news when Mr. Moon passed away. That was the saddest news I ever heard. for and rock music. But Who Are You is a go-to album even to this day. I was just listening to new song. I've had enough. The music must change. Okay, keep going, Edward. Keep going here. Sellout or Who by Numbers? Sellout, of course. Sellout. I already showed that. Who's Missing or Two's Missing? I've always loved Who's Missing. I just recently got this. It's got a live version of Bargain that I've always loved. Endless Wire or Who? I'm going to go with Endless Wire. Yeah, I love this record. It's so good. It's a concept idea album as well. I found a sealed copy of this years ago, but I just recently opened it. So, moving right along here. I don't want to be too long. Skipping that question, which is 24. What is your favorite character from a Who song? Actually, it's two characters in a Who song. The Punk and the Godfather. Two characters where there's a little plot in the end of the lyrics of that song. I really do like the interaction in that song between the Punk and the Godfather. I also like the characters, even though they're brothers, in the song Tattoo. Have you ever seen a live production of Tommy? No, but I do have when they were doing that Tommy on Broadway, I bought a stack of Who programs and everything, and one of them was a program to see that live. What is your deep cut Who song that doesn't get enough love? You know what song that is? I'll show you the album if I pulled it out. No, I didn't. The Song Is Over from Who's Next. That is a beautiful song. I love everything about it. I think it is one of their best. No, I don't think. It is one of their best. Who do you think is the better lyricist? If I said that incorrectly. Lyricist. Townsend or Townsend? He writes things that I wish I could write. Or like he says it way better than I could ever say it. Excuse me. Getting closer. What is your favorite Moon the Loon story? Well, it's that one where he drove a Rolls Royce car into the swimming pool at some hotel. I think it was a Holiday Inn. That is crazy. That's rock and roll. That's nuts, man. Don't know why. I don't know if he was drunk or whatever, but that is really crazy. Outside of the Who, what are your favorite acting roles by Roger and Keith did? I don't remember too much about what. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, Keith. I believe he was in 200 Motels, the Zappa movie. I could be wrong about that. He was good. Roger, I liked his acting role and performance in the TV show Highlander. That was really good. Me and my wife and I were talking about that episode. What is your favorite piece of John Entwistle's art? Well, I'm going to go with this album cover. He had something to do with this, and that's a smash your head against the wall. I've always loved this album cover. And I'm hoping to get the John Entwistle CD box set of all the albums. But yeah, I like this artwork. I think it's really cool. I could have went with a Who by Numbers, but I wanted to show something different. I can't answer number 33 and down to the last two. What do you feel is the ultimate connecting theme throughout the Who's music? Rock and roll, rebellion, relationships, especially songs like How Many Friends Have I Really Got? I can identify to that. Identity. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I here? Survival. I hear that. And throughout, up to this day, the songs, you know. Reinventing yourself. I threw that in there. And lastly, what lyrics hit differently and resonate different at different stages throughout our lives? What lyrics currently resonate the most deeply where you are? Bargain. This song Bargain. I love the lyrics. It's about love, but not love for a woman. It's about losing your ego and finding love and finding God. And I'm still at that point like that to this day. What am I getting ready to turn 57 years old? And I think we all go through that or something like that, or finding something or in the search of. And I think no, I don't. I need to quit saying thing. And I like the lyrics of Bargain because it says that, it speaks that, give any price to win you. I'll give up all I got. I suffer. I was saying that the other day, and the lyrics, my favorite three lines in the lyrics. I pay any price that should get you. I'd work all my life and I will. To win you, I stand naked, stone and stab. I call that a bargain. The best I ever had. One of the best songs ever written. Straight up rock and roll. That drumming is just incredible. Incredible drumming. Oh, I forgot to show when I said Live at Leeds. One of my favorite live albums. But anyway, folks, I hope you'll enjoy this response. I wanted to try to keep it under 15, but I went over a little bit. If you are a Who fan, we'd love to hear from you. Show your support to this beatlebabe vinyl tag. Take care, and woo! I was glad to do it. Take care, folks.